Pixar. Probably the most successful computer animation studios ever.
Yeah, and with very humble beginnings. They were relatively unsuccessful and toiled in obscurity. Originally known as the Graphics Group, they worked from 1979 to 1986.
That is right. That is when Steve Jobs bought the company for $5 million and renamed it Pixar. The rest is history.
Not quite. After turning the company around, developing new technology in-house and releasing a string of hits, starting with Toy Story in 1995, followed by A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Incorporated, Finding Nemo, and The Incredibles. Jobs then sold the company for $7.4 billion in 2006.
Although Pixar is wholly owned by Disney, they let Pixar act almost completely autonomously.
This has enabled Pixar to keep their creative spark. Since then they've released Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, Toy Story 3, and Cars 2.
So how much is Pixar worth now?
No one really knows. Disney keeps those numbers under wraps.
It is a mystery. The only numbers Disney releases are the ticket sales for each movie.
That means we can extrapolate the net profit based on those numbers.
Somewhat. Much of the income derived from Pixar comes from DVD sales and toy sales.
Disney also derives income from licensing Pixar's technology to other movie studios.
So, Pixar creates new technology to make a movie, then recoups the cost with the income from their movies, and then they rent out their technology to other studios.
Yes, but it is all under the Disney umbrella. So we will never know the true costs and revenue Pixar brings to the table.
Truly a tale of creativity meeting technology. The more you know.
Hey y'all, my name is Dr. Dill.
And you're in a pickle.
Today we'll be looking at an age-old question, how to make a relationship last. If you ask my wife Relish, she'd tell you not to stay in the vinegar too long. But we're going to be looking at a very special couple, Mr. and Mrs. Pixar. They've been together for over 20 years now, which is really impressive for any couple of cucumbers. But even the best relationships can go sour. Let's take a look back now at how they got together and how they made it this far. Here's a picture of technology developing his skills on his very first laptop. Here's baby creativity showing us her budding artistic skills. Some babies have security blankets. Little Technology has a security laptop and he designed it himself. Here's Creativity's first rendition of Nemo from what will become Finding Nemo. Not to be outdone, Technology always had his own sense of style. Unique colors that pop have always been a priority to creativity. Technology and Creativity, love at first sight on the dance floor. The marriage of creativity and technology was a match made in heaven. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to meet Mr. and Mrs. Pixar. Stay with us.
Hi, I'm Pixar.
And I'm DreamWorks.
Well, hey D-Dubs, how you doing? How's it hanging? What's going on?
Making movies and selling tickets. And the name's DreamWorks, not D-Dubs. What about you, Small Fry?
Well, really?
Well, you're a young, small, independent production company, struggling from film to film. Want some advice from a pro?
You must have not heard who my dad is. Hi!
Oh, well, no wonder you're still around.
Actually, I am a self-made company, but my dad, lets me do whatever I want.
Well, you know what, that's nice and all, but let me know when you break $919.8 million. That's right, our highest grossing film to date worldwide. A little flick you might have heard of called Shrek 2.
Impressive. Too late though, I made a little over $1 billion on Toy Story 3. So...
Well, yeah, but
you have movie experience that dates back to like 1971?
Look, my founder does, but I don't.
Oh, but nothing. Your dad is the big shark guy. Rawr! 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 Oh, just watch this. It'll make you nicer. You old ogre. Bye!
Welcome back, y'all. Today we're going to be talking about how to make marriages and relationships work over the long haul. So let me introduce the couple to you. Technology Pixar and Creativity Pixar.
Dr. Dealing, it's so nice to meet you.
It's so nice to meet both of you. Creativity, I must say that's a very interesting headpiece you're wearing today.
Do you like it? It's new.
Right. Well, we've got a lot of ground to cover, so let's get started. The first thing that I want to go over with any couple is your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats.
So I think that we are like totally like the market cheerleader, and thanks to my little honey bunny here, we have made so many technological advances, and we have like really strong brand identity, and we have really strong customer loyalty, and like we have really good leadership, and like we have like a totally unbroken string of successful films, and it's just like totally awesome. But like kind of on the downside, we have like kind of a poor supply chain, and we do have a sort of narrow product line, maybe kind of. And because like our movies are just like so fabulous, there's like a really long production time and like really high production cost, which isn't always so great. And then like we have a really like high expectation of me to like continually be creative, and I don't know if I can live up to the pressure.
It's okay, honey. Stop. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. We have opportunities. Listen to me. We have two main opportunities. One, that we can globally expand and make Pixar as big as it can be. Yeah, globally expand. And two, that we can develop video games and create more products for Pixar. Many ways to bring in more money, just like that. But with opportunities do come threats. So, when it comes to threats, we do have a lot of competition out there. People are trying to be top dog, and they're trying to take us down. And also the fact that there's a ton of piracy. People are videotaping our movies in the movie theater. They're like this, and then selling them on the black market.
So to summarize your SWOT analysis, strengths, market share leader, created advanced technology, strong brand identity, customer loyalty, leadership, and unbroken string of successful films. Weaknesses, poor supply chain, narrow product line, long production time, high production costs, and reliance on a high level of creativity. Opportunities, global expansion, product expansion, video game development, more in-house training and takeovers. Threats, competition, piracy, potential flop of a release, and economic factors causing low PPP. Thanks for sharing with us. Well, before I give you my recommendations, why don't you tell me a bit more about the 5 forces that might threaten every relationship? First, the threat of bargaining power of your buyers. Creativity? Why don't you tell us a bit about that?
Well, like totally our most important stream of revenue is like when people like pay to see your movies at the actual movie theater. So when people like buy our movies on like DVD and on demand, like it's totally not like the best thing for us. And then there are of course those people that like don't even pay to see our movie at all. They just like totally pirate it and like download it for free, and it just sucks.
Very interesting. Technology. What about the bargaining power of your suppliers?
Well, it's funny that you say that, Dr. Dill. Since we create all our own software and technology in-house, we actually don't have any suppliers.
Well then, what is the intensity of rivalry among your competitors?
Well, the intensity is low. DreamWorks is our biggest competitor, but luckily there's enough room in this town for both of us.
Great. Okay then, technology. Why don't you tell us a bit about the threat of new entrants?
Well, yes, there's always a threat for new entrants into the market, especially if a new group of people come with a more sophisticated technology than we have here at Pixar, and also if they come with a more creative storyline. It can always cause a threat to our company.
Okay, creativity. What kind of threats do you have with substitute products and services?
So I think that like when you think about people that just like aren't really liking our movies, like the biggest threat to them is like live action movies, because in like live action movies you can have like famous people and actually see their faces, and like if you can see Miley Cyrus's face, it's like totally different from just hearing her voice the way that you would in like a computer animated movie. And when you think about like family entertainment as a whole, like there's always like video games, which people can consider like much more interactive than just watching a movie, and then like also TV, which can be like a lot cheaper as well than like taking a whole family to see a movie.
Let's summarize Porter's 5 forces. First, the bargaining power of buyers. People could wait for the DVD or on-demand release, and there's always piracy. Second, the bargaining power of suppliers. Pixar has no suppliers. They create all of their own technology and software. Third, industry rivalry and competitiveness. Intensity of rivalry among competitors is very low. DreamWorks is Pixar's only equally balanced competitor. Fourth, threat of new entrants. Coming up with technology as or more advanced than Pixar. A creative story that intrigues audiences more than that of Pixar. A new animation industry that surpasses Pixar's gross profits. And finally, threat of substitute products. Live action movies. Moviegoers might prefer to see movie stars' faces and not just hear their voices. And video games. More interactive form of family entertainment, and television, cheaper than going to the movies.
Blu-ray DVD, $25. Sony Blu-ray player, $300. Surround sound stereo, $400. 65-inch high-definition TV, $2,500. Getting the theater experience at home without spending $45 on popcorn? Priceless. For some things, money just can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard. And if you insist on overspending on snacks in the theater, make sure to check out Pixar's new movie, Brave, in theaters everywhere, June 22nd.
Well, it sounds like you two know what to look out for. Now, money is a problem that can tear any relationship apart. Why don't you tell me a bit about your financial situation?
Our per project budget went from $30 million for Toy Story, which was our first movie, to $200 million for Cars 2, which was our most recent project. This resulted in increased revenues worldwide.
All I know is that my daddy Disney gives me enough money to make the movies that I want to make and fund my beautiful hair. And I know that all of our movies have actually made decent money. And as far as anything else goes, I don't care.
Wait, stop. You shouldn't be saying that information here on this show. That's private information that only your dad should know.
Fine.
It sounds like you two are in a good situation. I rarely get to say this, but keep doing what you're doing. Specifically, keep training your employees to stay innovative with new technology. Second, keep focusing on quality over quantity. Third, don't rely too heavily on your financial daddy. Next, don't be afraid to bring in new creative minds to the mix. And last, look to new areas for your revenue streams like video games and software and technology licensing. That's our show for today. Please go to our website www.you'reinapickle.com for more information about our couple. Please visit www.pixar.com.
It's okay, honey. It's okay. Just give me your hair. It's gonna be fine. As long as you just wear this hat. But here.
That was awesome.
That is so good. Yeah.
Okay, you can't do that because I'll feel laughing now.
So, for some reason, I was under this impression that, like, we're fighting the whole, like...
No. I'm sorry. Hold on, I have to think about like dead kittens or something. Oh my god.
No, you do though, because that happened to me.
There's no bargaining, so...
Enough money to make the, money in movies,
So,
What are you doing? What you up to?
The name is DreamWorks.
The small
I can't do it. Why?
For $1 billion on Toy Story 3.
Okay, I'm lost again.